Welcome to the Create Harmony podcast with Sally Burlington. This is a podcast about setting an intentional rhythm, about savoring life's blessings and learning how to use our imagination as a way of listening to God. If you want to learn more about how to bring stillness and gratitude into your life, you'll probably find a lot here that you love. And if you like to be creative and fun, there is a place for you here as well. In this place, we'll take a few minutes to celebrate everyday joys and remind ourselves how to notice goodness all around us. Welcome back. Happy New Year. We've made it back to episode 14 of the Create Harmony podcast. And yes, I said it. We made it. We've arrived. After a long and challenging year last year, we have come to a place to start anew. The beginning of a new year prompts most of us to take stock and think about what's working and what's not. And somehow, coming out of the holiday season, it just makes us hopeful about what we can change and what we can accomplish over the next year. In recent years, we seem to be trending away from resolutions because we all know that we make those lists of resolutions and we don't even make it through January before we've really not followed through with them. The newer trend seems to be picking a word of the year. And this vague direction point seems a lot more accessible. And at the beginning of last year, I got ready to pick my word of the year, and even that seemed too daunting. It seemed like things were changing so frequently that picking a word that was going to apply to the whole year was just more than I could do. So I decided that I would pick a word of the quarter and then update it as I went through the year. Now, I haven't picked my word of the year for this year yet. I feel like I need to give it a bit more thought. But I am dwelling on the idea of peace and the peace that comes with Christmas. And as I contemplated this concept, I remembered something that I realized about myself a few years ago, and I wanted to share that insight with you. It starts with the idea that what you focus on expands. And at that time, I was telling myself that one of my focus areas was peace. However, when I analyzed my task list, I realized that everything on there was related to something else. I had items on my list about organization, about fitness, about goal setting. I had things related to work projects, to my children's well-being, to other people's problems, to church volunteer work. If you looked at my calendar or analyzed my schedule, you would not have found one single thing that you could link back to the pursuit of peace. This was a pretty big epiphany for me, because once this awareness dawned, it raised some questions. Did I really expect to become peaceful without any effort? I guess I was expecting some peaceful magic to occur. It seemed like I was expecting sort of like grabbing a cloud. And at that point, I realized that I needed to make a shift and add some new practices into my routine that were going to point me in the direction of peace, if that was something that I wanted in my life. So I added some new things to my routine. One of them is daily meditation. Another is yoga and regular stretching, and there are several more as well. And after adding these habits to my life, I can say I have moved closer to experiencing more peace. I could certainly move the needle a little more in that direction, but we'll just start there. So during this time of year that you are thinking through the projects and the lists and things that work in your life, are there things that you want more of, but you're not shifting your attention to them? Do you have to-dos on your list that support those things? Are you pointed towards the things that you are hoping for, or do you think they'll magically appear? Maybe it's time that you could adjust your map. And with that thought for today's closing, we are going to do what I will call a navigation meditation. So if you are in a position to close your eyes, when I get to the part where I say close your eyes, you can do so. But if you are driving or working in some other way, you can just accommodate for your activity. So you'll start out by settling your body and adjusting yourself to make sure that you are in your most comfortable position. You want to relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, wiggle your fingers and toes, and settle yourself back into stillness. Take a deep breath, breathe in possibilities, and breathe out gratitude. And now you can close your eyes. Picture yourself wandering. You are in a fog. You cannot see anything, and you don't know exactly where you are. Just wandering. You feel lost and alone. You feel uncertain. You turn and see an archway filled with light. You move more closely to the archway and feel the presence of God on the other side. You pass through and stand right near God. In front of you is a table with a blank paper and paints. You come to the edge of the table and lift a paintbrush. You and God begin to create a picture. The picture is lovely and filled with color and light. The brushstrokes swirl across the page and glide over the paper. The image comes to life. God is pleased. The fog has disappeared. The picture is your guide to the world around you. You compare the images on the pages with the ones you see around you. You know you will be able to follow it. All seems clear. God has allowed you to affect the image. You are pleased with the results. You fold the image and hold it close to your heart. Now begin to bring your awareness back to the place you started, back to your body. Bring the image with you. Take a deep breath, breathe in possibilities, and breathe out gratitude. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And hopefully this new image will inspire you as you are resetting yourself for the new year. May it be so.